someone else awake? Hey, sweetheart, you awake? Are you awake? I'm trying not to raise my voice. Everyone else is still asleep. Not us, though. You okay? Really? Well, you're hugging that pillow mighty tight. And you're not letting me see your face. So, not sure I'm inclined to believe you. Sorry. I'd like to help. You know me. Nothing's ever a burden. Come on, let me see that pretty face. Oh, sweet thing. Looks like you've been crying. I want to talk about it, whisper about it. Something happened. I thought you seemed fine before we all went to bed. You were. Okay. Well then, hope no anxious thoughts have been keeping you awake. You did manage to sleep. Well, at least one of us did. Oh, no, you didn't wake me up. Well, set myself up on the end over there, and then, Frank parked himself next to me. Julie parked herself next to Frank, and, well, not to call her out or nothing, but, Julie snores. Yeah. I think that's the loudest snore I ever heard. And I guess she fell asleep before I could, and, I don't know. But you didn't wake me up, so don't you worry about that, and even if you had, I've got no problem with being woken up to help someone else out. Especially you. So, do you want to talk about it? I'm sure if we keep our voices low, they won't wake up. They're all out pretty heavy. Not, man. About what? If you want to share, you don't have to. It's not silly at all. It's not like anyone chooses to have a bad dream. Nightmares, not terrors, whatever you want to call them. I'm sure sometimes they must come out of reason, like stress. Maybe you've got some big deadline coming up, or someone's coming round to visit that you're nervous to see, Like the frenzy Aldi gets into when his family comes around. He just wants to impress him, you know. But I don't know, I found that nightmares for me. Maybe for you too, they just sort of feel a bit random. I've definitely been getting more lately, and I don't see what I've got to stress about. None of us have got nothing much to stress about, right? Sorry. Whether you can think of a reason they happened or not, even if you're perfectly fine and happy, if you get a real bad dream, it can really ruin your mood. Yeah. Maybe affect you for the rest of the day. And it's not stupid to be affected by it. It's not stupid to get upset at anything. No one chooses to be upset. I think you're plenty brave. And you're pretty brave for telling me. Well, it would have been easier to keep it all bottled up to yourself, wouldn't it? But you don't gotta be embarrassed about it. You shouldn't be. Sure, we've all had bad dreams. No one's gonna make fun of you for it. Well, I'm not. So, anyone who does will have to go through me. How about that? Yeah, I'd happily take on anyone that's tormenting you. I'd take on those nightmares themselves if I could. But, that's sort of an intangible thing. So, you feeling like, trying to go back to sleep or not? Well, not sure there's much you can be doing without waking everyone else up. Big old sleepover we're having and all, but it is real early. If you could get more sleep, I'd probably try, but I get if you're scared. Yeah, I did say I'd fend him off if I could. What exactly am I supposed to do? Really? You'd feel safer having me closer. Shucks. Well, alright. No, I'm flattered. I'll just, grab my little, sleeping bag and all that. Park myself over here with you if that's alright. Maybe I'll manage to get some sleep then as well. Well, if anyone asks in the morning, well, I'm in a different place than I was when I fell asleep. Just tell them the truth. If you're really that scared what they'll think, we can just say I had the nightmare and woke you up, and I felt more comfortable sleeping next to you. Or fell asleep by accident because both of us were having a bit of insomnia, and as we stayed up chatting, we both accidentally just passed out. Though I really would rather we not lie. I'm sure they'll understand. But we'll do whatever you're comfortable with. And if we said we were up late talking and fell asleep, well, it's not exactly a lie, I suppose. Right, well, like I said, let me grab my sleeping bag, blankets, all that, and move myself on over here. Alright. I don't know if I'm very good at tiptoeing. No one else seems to have woken up, so maybe Home's still awake and he's making sure his floorboards don't creak to give me away. Let me get my stuff all laid out. Now, closer. What, like, move my... Okay. Like this. Alright. Well, ain't that comfortable? Hmm? You're staring. Did you want anything else from me? Well, do you think I might need to get even closer if I'm gonna fend them off? Those nightmares. Ain't you cute? You know, you can just ask if you wanted to cuddle. You don't need to be all coy about it. If you think it'll help, I don't mind. Yeah, come on. Yeah, there you are. Is that better? Good. How do I make a nice pillow? I'm glad. You just focus on falling asleep again, alright? And I ain't gonna be mad if you don't manage it. As long as you're not mad if I end up falling asleep on you. Well, under you, I guess, but next to you. You know what I mean. Alright. Well, I'm right here. And if you have another horrible dream, you can wake me up. I won't be mad. Promise? Pinky promise. Alright. Alright. You just close those eyes. Try and drift off. I promise to. If I'm awake and I see you having a nightmare, I'll wake you up if that's what you want. Alright, now stop mentioning more things to me. Can't sleep if you're talking. How's it going now? Alright. Good night.